What drives success? If you think it's motivation, think again. Motivation comes and goes. Some days you feel inspired to take on the world. Other days you can barely get out of bed. Motivation is too unreliable to sustain meaningful success. Lasting success requires something more, a secret ingredient that separates the dreamers from the doers. It's what pushes you to keep practicing day after day, even when you don't feel like it. So what is this secret sauce? Let me tell you a story about Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball player of all time. Once he was sat on the bench, head in his hands. His team was down by 2 points in the final seconds of the championship game. The tide had turned against the Bulls in the fourth quarter. Their lead was evaporating. Michael was exhausted, his jersey soaked in sweat. He had already scored over 30 points today, but his teammates needed him for one last push. The buzzer sounded and Michael jogged back onto the court for the final play. He felt the eyes of the stadium on him as he positioned himself to receive the inbound pass. This shot would define his legacy. As the ball hit Michael's hands, the noise of the crowd faded away. Muscle memory took over. He raised up, suspended in air, and released the ball just as the buzzer sounded. Swish, nothing but net. Michael's shot won the championship as time expired. Though mentally and physically spent, he reflected on what drove him here. It wasn't motivation or inspiration. Those feelings fade. What matters most is discipline. Yes, discipline. The ability to keep working and believing in yourself, even when you don't feel like it. Motivation may have started Michael's journey, but only discipline saw him through to the end. But why does discipline really matter? Discipline is having the focus and self-control to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Discipline means forming habits and sticking to them. With discipline, you'll stay consistent and persistent, two key ingredients for success. Think of sports champions like Serena Williams, who trained rain or shine to become the best. Or entrepreneurs like Sarah Blakely, who spent 2 years researching patents before launching Spanx. Their discipline led them to the top. Without discipline, you'll always be stuck in the dreaming phase. Motivation provides the initial spark, but discipline sustains the effort over time. You might be thinking how to build discipline. Just like a muscle, your discipline can be strengthened with regular exercise. Here are 4 tips. First, start small and focus on one goal area. For example, promising yourself you'll read 20 minutes and exercise daily. Small wins build momentum. Second, eliminate distractions and temptation. Turn off notifications and create a distraction-free environment when it's time to work. Third, schedule your priorities and create routines. The more consistent you are, the easier it gets to stay disciplined. Fourth, track your progress. Seeing tangible results keeps you motivated to persist. With regular practice, self-control becomes a habit. Don't beat yourself up for slip-ups along the way. Just refocus and get back on track. Let's look at real examples of discipline in sports, career, and health goals. In sports, we'll examine LeBron James. No matter how naturally gifted, every champion invests insane hours. At just 17, LeBron was doing 500 shots and drills before and after practice. That discipline built his skills. For career, look at Howard Schultz of Starbucks. In the early days, he personally recruited hundreds of investors and handled all his own sales calls. His unrelenting discipline built the company. For health goals, take Beachbody coach Chalene Johnson. She woke up at 4 a.m. daily for gym time. Her discipline led to multiple fitness businesses. Across any domain, the formula is the same: consistent practice and focus. Discipline beats motivation every time. But how to stay disciplined for the long haul? Discipline isn't easy, especially maintaining it long-term after the initial excitement fades. Here are 3 strategies to stick with it. First, attach your goals to your identity and values. Your discipline reflects who you are. Let it become an inner drive, not just an outward behavior. Next, focus on enjoyment of the process, not just the end result. Appreciate the small daily progress to stay motivated. Finally, connect with a community who share your goals. Their support and accountability will reinforce your commitment. With the right mindset and support, you can discipline yourself into the person you've always dreamed of becoming. There you have it. The key to going from dreamer to achiever is discipline. With consistent practice, you can obtain mastery in any endeavor that takes time to build. So find a goal that lights you up, start small, and let discipline work its magic. Remember to like this video if you found it helpful and comment your biggest takeaway. Implementing even one discipline habit can transform your life, so start today. You've got this.